Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope all of you have already started your preparation for the next serious attempt, and if not, then this is the right time to begin. So, we have seen the Serious 1 2026 paper, and I am here with the breakdown of Serious 1 2026 English paper. So, remembers one thing that toppers, even one who has cleared Serious 1 2026, they are not made in the last month because they had done their all mehnat, you can say. They had done their all small efforts, not even in a single day, but in the last 7 to 6 months they have prepared. They had their good command on vocabulary. That was the major portion in Serious 1 2026. So even you start with just 20 vocabulary words daily, so one grammar topic, you can build your confidence and accuracy in the upcoming 4 months. So, simply from today onwards, take your preparation seriously because your dream uniform deserves your best efforts. So, now, today, I am here simply if you're preparing for CDS 2 2026, then this video is extremely important for you because today we are going to do the complete breakdown of CDS 1 2026 English paper. I'll tell you which section came in the exams, how many questions were asked from each topic, which topics are the most important, which portion is the most important, and finally the smart strategy also. Simply, there is no smart strategy, but simply you have to focus on the important portion. Got it? So many aspirants think like English is very difficult, but honestly, serious English, like in the last paper, it's become very scoring if a patient is planned properly and if you are very good in vocab section. So simply watch this video till the end because your preparation strategy after this video will become much clearer. Now, first, there are like 120 questions that was asked. So simply first let us understand the complete structure of Serious 1 to 26. So section 1 was a pair of words. Section 1 was a pair of words and total 10 questions were asked. So simply, what are the pair of words? In this section, two similar sounding or confusing words are given and you have to identify the correct meanings. For example, pontoon and platoon. So they are the two different meanings of that word. They are similar in pronunciation, pontoon, platoon, but we have to identify the correct meanings. For example, we have affect, effect, historic, historical. So these sections check your vocabulary clarity and their understanding. So simply the first is pair of words. Note it down. This is from vocab section. Got it? Now next we have again the part 2, that is word meanings, section 2. Again around 10 questions were asked from word meanings again, and we are going to see in the next also section again word meanings were asked. So questions were based on synonyms, meanings in context, and the vocabulary usage. So this show that CDS is highly focusing heavily on practical vocabulary rather than the difficulty dictionary words, because they have like the question has been asked like what is the meaning of understatement, nearest in the meaning. So we have to tell the meaning which is nearest to the understatement. So again 10 questions were asked. Again this is from vocab section. Got it? Next is section 3. Simply this is again the appropriate meaning of the given word iconoclast. We have to tell the word meanings. What is the meaning of iconoclast? So again this is from vocab section, and again 10 questions were asked. So three sections, again vocab. Now move to the fourth, that is S1 S6. So simply this is just editorial based, and from S1 S6 sentence arrangement around 10 questions were asked, and here you need it's very easy simply. So it's a logical flow. We have to see the sentence correction, then the connection, the understanding of the sequence of the words. So for this you have to read the editorials, you have to read the newspaper, you should have the proper good command in the speakings and even in the writing, even in the connecting the sentences. So this topic can improve quickly with the practice only, right? So S1 S6 one topic that has been asked from comprehensive section. Got it? Now again, idioms, it's a part of vocabulary. So idioms, 10 questions were asked, and the antonyms, again vocab. So you can say the 10 questions were asked. We have to underline the words in the given sentences. Contemptuous. Got it? Contemptuous. We have to find out the meaning of the contemptuous. And antonyms also had around 10 questions. Simple but very tricky vocabulary opposites were asked. So these sections can boost your marks like very quickly if you are good in vocabulary. So this is a total 5 parts. So we have already covered like 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 section is from vocab. 1 we have seen from comprehensive. Okay, like 50 questions from vocab and 10 questions from comprehensive section. Now move to the next is we have parts of speech. That's a vocab, it's a grammar base. Grammar base, it's very easy portion. You can score like out of 10. So it's very easy portion. Parts of speech, like questions includes noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition. So grammar basics are very important even for serious. Like if fundamentals are weak, you know the accuracy drops, and we have to score around 80 plus. It's practical, not 80 plus, yes, 80 plus for girls, and even 70 you can say for boys. It's a safe score. 80 plus we have to target. Be practical. Actually, now the section 7, that is a preposition and determiners. 10 questions again, that is also from grammar section. So simply this is one of the most repeated areas in the series. Parts of speech, preposition and determiners, one of the repeated section. So this is all about grammar based, like practice based, which is on the grammar section. So now 10 questions again from vocab, like they have asked the similar words simply crops, cops, crops. So cops, so it's, you can say it's a homonium types questions. Got it? So closely related meanings were given, and this section becomes again like continuous reading. You know the meaning of the each word. Yes, each word. If you don't know the meaning of the each word, you may find difficulty in the options. So from similar word, around 10 questions were asked. So this is also from vocab section. Now move to the next is S1, S2. So this one been newly introduced in the last 2 years. So you have to identify either the second sentence supports, contradicts, explains, or qualifies the first sentence. So this section requires a logical comprehensions. Simply this you can do by reading and by practicing. Like you should know the meaning of contradict, contrast, confirms and qualifies. Now let's move to the next section, word meanings. Again, this is from the vocab section. You should know the meaning of even 2 words, so like fortuitous, fortitudinous and formidable and forlorn. So this type of questions, again the word meanings, you have 10 questions were asked. Now move to the next very least ones, error and passage. So simply how many questions were asked from errors? Earlier that was its numbering was 10, but now they have reduced the error portion. Only 5 questions were asked, and from passage also only 5 questions were asked. So simply error detection had around 5 questions. That was simply based on subject verb agreement. So if you have solved the previous year questions repeatedly, so you can solve the 5 questions easily. And passage, finally passage section. So passage questions were directly and manageable. So 5 questions were asked from passage. So overall the paper was heavily dominated by vocab section, right? It's a grammar, basic, and next is comprehensions, like S1, S6, comprehension, S1, S6 and S1, S2 and passage, 3 portions. But if I will say, vocab plays a very important major role in CDS from now onwards. But we can't say like in upcoming paper what will be the like breakdown. So simply now let us talk about the most important sections. I've already told you that vocabulary, very important. You should know the meaning of, for example, take any book, you can refer any black book, you can say, start reading, start learning the words, start using that words, start remembering that words, because that is only going to clear, that is only one which will help you in the CDS 2026. So these topics alone can cover a major portion of the paper, that is black book, from vocabulary from black book or any other reference book. And also the idioms, 10 questions. And next is like antonyms and synonyms. These two are like playing very major role. And also the preposition, those are very new to the CDS examination, like they're giving the first attempt in the CDS. Seriously, like now just more focus on vocabulary, but not more focus, simply focus, like balance focus. You should have the balanced like preparation. So now the most important part, strategy. Simple hai. Simply many what happened, many aspirants fail not because they are weak but because they are inconsistent. Practice words daily, revise words daily. If you are starting today, so you still have a very enough time, like you have 4 months from now. But you are thinking that you should start after August, after the notification come, then my friend, you have lost again. So remember one thing, it's a gateway to the, like, to wear the uniform. So there will be days when like preparation feels very difficult, but there will be self-doubt also. Simply start preparing, even do like 3 to 4 focused hours you're giving, just from now onwards. I'm not saying like daily you have to give 3 or 4 years, 3 or 4 hours. You have to increase your hours, like hours is directly proportional to the exam clearer, right? So this was a like complete breakdown and strategy for the CDS 2026. So if you found this video helpful, like the video and share it with your friends who are preparing for the CDS, and subscribe also for the more CDS content. I'm starting with the English content right now after this video and after this upcoming videos. And also I'm starting with the major sections, and from now onwards in this channel I am going to start a complete vocabulary series which is specially for the CDS purpose, and even for the AFCAT purpose, because that also plays a very major role. Like 30 questions are from CDS from AFCAT in the AFCAT. So this is not going to be a random vocabulary learning. I'll use every method to remember that, to keep that word, to remember you that word. So we will decode English directly from previous year papers, because CDS repeats patterns, and that is we have seen in CDS 1 also. Most of the words are from last year paper, and the questions we have seen trending again and again. So in the upcoming videos I am going to cover the previous year vocabulary, synonyms and antonyms, idioms and phrases, confusing words pairs, and also one word substitutions, the context based meanings also, and the error detection from previous year questions. So which is going to be like have a high frequency CDS words that is going to become in CDS 2. So the main focus will be a smart preparation from not mugging up the thousands of unnecessary words. We are going to refer the previous year papers, and if you follow the series very consistently, your English section can become one of the strongest areas, because I was also gave like last paper, so it was my good score in CDS. So stay connected, stay disciplined, and let's decode the CDS English together step by step, because you have to score. I've already told you, girls, it's 80 plus score you have to score, and be practical. If you have to clear the cutoff, if we have to clear the cutoff around 120, we have to make it like that. So we need to go for 80 plus marks, and boys, again, you have 17, right? You have edge in this. So let's prepare together and crack CDS 2 2026 with confidence. Jai Hind.